Well, I mean, our House voted unanimously. They had 30 of the 31 senators.
Well, remember, Alex, get what I'm saying? I'm goading you Texans. Come on.
Well, you're allowed to goad us because you have filed suit on them, and I've seen you stand up to them at the airport.
Well, the point is, come on, Texas. Get a spine. You're from Texas. You don't mess with Texas. That's what I've always heard. So I encourage Texas to move forward on that.
You even named your son after a fictional Texan, didn't you?
No, not really a Texan. I named him after Tyrell Sackett, the Mora gunfighter, and the Sackett family, I think, originated from Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody from
westward.
Well, I mean, Texas is Tennessee. I mean, that's the volunteer folks. That's really Texas is an extension of Tennessee if you really know the history.
Okay, well, whatever. But all I know is, come on, Texas, stand up and get a spine.
I hear you. Well, at least we're trying. I mean, at least we're leading the way, and now Utah says they're going to call the feds bluff. What do you think of them saying they'd have a federal blockade of the state?
Well, you know, it's interesting. If the feds are going to do things like that, then we ought to do things back to them and like everybody refuse to fly for a day.
I agree.
See what that'll do.
Well, see, they want to slowly bankrupt the airlines and then nationalize them. They don't want to have it all overnight happen. So I agree. Listen, my family doesn't fly. I cannot let people grab my daughters. I cannot put up with it. And folks, I tried once and did get really angry. And I'm not going to get into the whole story. But the point is that I can't handle it.
Absolutely, I can't either. And that's why, as a country, we ought to get an official day where everybody boycotts flying and down the airlines for a day in protest to all of this.
Wait, let's have National Opt-Out Week. Let's go ahead and call it right now. We've got the movement to do it. I'll have my writers do a report. I'll pull up a calendar. Let's make July 4th. It's less than a month away. Let's make starting the day before, July 3rd, through the end, through the week after that, July 3rd to, say, July 10th. Let's make that National Opt-Out Week. July 3rd, before the holiday, through the holiday, and for a week. Let's make that another opt-out week, not opt-out day, opt-out week, where everybody who's flying protest what's happening. How about we have the opt-out? That's what really scared them. That really put this on the front burner. Let's declare independence against the red coat pedophile TSA July 4th, Governor. Do you back me on it?
Yeah, absolutely. I won't fly that day, rest assured of that. I think we should carry it over, too, to the oil companies and have one day of the year that nobody buys gas.
I agree. Let's have that be July 3rd, 4th, and 5th. 3 days. Let's just say we're going to sit on our hind ends and not give support to any of these globalists.
Fine with me.
Okay, wait. It's not just
I won't fly that day, and I won't buy any gas for 2 days.
So you're endorsing the this is either a don't fly or opt out of the naked body scanners groping, because that's what really shuts them down. And how about you? How about we go for the opt out or don't fly during that week, and then for the July 4th, don't buy any gas?
Whatever. You know, I'm open to all of it. Like I said, I can't fly because until there's a resolution to my court case, I won't be. And if they rule against me, I will probably never fly again because I'm not going to subject myself to the searches that they do, and so that'll curtail my life and probably send me into retirement. Maybe that's what they're after. Yeah,
in Atlanta, they were smiling and giggling when you said, "That's why I go to Mexico now." Because this is like East Germany grabbing me. I'm getting out of this country. Well, I'm not a very good Jesse Ventura imitation. Only he can do the real Jesse Ventura. Let's jam in a few phone calls for Jesse Ventura. Needs no introduction. The new book, 63 Documents the Government Doesn't Want You to Read. New York Times bestseller, available at Infowars.com, discounted. Tate in Florida, you're on the air with Jesse Ventura.
Hey, guys. I'm honored to be able to speak with both of you today.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, Governor. I just got done reading your book, 63 Documents the Government Doesn't Want You to Read, which I purchased at Infowars.com. So I feel incumbent that I need to thank both of you for the availability of that book.
Well, I want to thank you, Tate. What's on your mind?
Well, it gets back to what you all were talking about with Congressman Weiner and the narcissism of a lot of the politicians today. And I had a question for the governor. I know he worked with 2 movies with Governor Schwarzenegger, Predator and I realized that there weren't a whole lot of women on the set. In fact, there was only one woman character in Predator. But I just wanted to know if he had any, or if he saw any inclinations of Governor Schwarzenegger's kind of risque behavior.
Okay, Tate, I appreciate your call. What's your take on Schwarzenegger?
All I can tell him is that when I worked with Arnold during Predator was when he actually flew off to Hyannisport that week and got married. So we go all the way back to the point where Arnold and Maria actually first got married, and you know, I was doing a job. I don't pay attention to Hollywood stuff like that.
Exactly. I mean, he's not going to be following the gossip of what some other, man's doing. But what do you think about the fall of Arnold?
Well, it's his own fault. If he fathered a kid out of marriage, I don't get it. I mean, I'm friends with both. I admire Maria tremendously, and I can't figure out for the life of me why men in general who have steak at home will go out and eat hamburger on the road.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it.
I don't get it. I mean, Maria Shriver's gorgeous. She's a beautiful woman. She has a brilliant mind. I don't understand it, but then again, that's why I'm me, I guess.
Well, Serge, say hi to your wife for me. Your wife is also lovely as well.
Well, thank you, but and we're going on 36 years now, so I won't be trading her in soon yet.
And you've got some great children as well.
Anyway, any more calls, Alex?
Yeah, we've got some, Gov. Let's talk to Don in Michigan. Don, you're on the air.
Hey, it's an absolute honor. Are you there?
Yes, Don, we're there. We're almost out of time, buddy. Go ahead.
Okay, I heard Jesse getting a little bit discouraged, and please do me a favor, do not get discouraged. Please keep talking.
Oh, the fact that he said he was discouraged, they're going to come after him like piranhas now. Get ready, Gov.
All right. Well, the problem is they don't find me, and so I won't be answering them anyway, so I'll never know about it.
Okay, go ahead, Don.
My point is, I just had a 21-year-old daughter travel from back from California to Michigan, and she was ready to stand up to the TSA and say, no, you're not going to radiate me, and I'm glad she didn't have to go through the alternative, which Jesse has had to, as well as Ron Paul. And no, we need strong voices like you, Alex, and Jesse. Don't ever stop standing up, because I get discouraged, and then his discouragement basically re-empowered me. Because
absolutely, I got to jump. I understand it made you realize how serious the fight is. The tyrants want to bum rush us, so we give in, so we feel like the Borg are saying resistance is futile, you will be assimilated. Governor Ventura, I look forward to interviewing you again soon. Congratulations.
Thanks, Alex. It's always a pleasure. We'll talk in a few weeks, and we'll hash over what's gone on since then.
Absolutely, because I know they got the interview scrambled today, and I wanted to have a longer one so we could get to more calls, but you've got to go do a TV interview in Minneapolis. I'll say bye to you here during the break. We'll be right back with the rest of your calls. Visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. When you're on the site, you can also tune in 24 hours a day to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.